Hi everybody, John here from All Miniatures Great and Small, and today we're going to be unboxing Dropfleet Commander, the UCM Battleship. This just arrived in the local game stores today, so I picked one up. This is a Dropfleet Commander blister for the UCM Beijing, New York, or Tokyo class battleship. So you could build any one of those three from this set, or so it says. So we're going to take a look at this. We're going to go ahead and open it up and do an unboxing now. We're also going to do an assembly video and a painting video for this as well. So this is the first of 3 videos for the UCM Battleship. Alright, so here is the package. Looks like some of the turrets and whatnot have busted loose from their frames, but nothing serious. These blisters from Hawk are pretty easy to open, unlike the X-Wing games or packs where I recommend kitchen shears. This is just kind of popped in like that. And then we have the call out with the cool picture of the battleship on the back. We have a Ziploc bag with all the stuff needed for the base. So you've got pegs. It looks like just someone snipped it out at Hawk from the frame, which is cool. Then we have all the pieces, parts. We're going to go ahead and pull all these out and get them laid out and come right back. Alright, so we have all the pieces laid out here. We've got the main hull, and since this is Hawk Wargames resin, it is very finely detailed. A lot more detailed than the plastic cruisers. You can get a lot more detail in this resin. So you can see the detail that we have here. So this is the back 2/3 of the battleship, the engines. Then we have 2 nose sections, front sections, the front third of the ship. This one I believe is for the New York class. It's got a big giant missile in there, and it's got hangar bays for fighters and bombers. And then you've got this one, which I believe is for the Beijing class, and it has mounts for 3 of the 6400 turrets, the bigger turrets. It has the mounting holes for these 3 turrets. There are 4 of the smaller 4200 turrets. There are 4 of these in the pack, and those go into these holes here. So I'm not seeing any bubbles or anything like that. A few mold points. Looks pretty good. And then the rest of this stuff is just kind of resin versions of the antennas. I guess these are gravity generators or stuff like that. It's got the, so these are the ground turrets, the turrets that shoot at the ground. And those are for making the Tokyo class, I believe. You get 3 of those into the bottom of this piece instead of 3 of these big turrets here. So I'm going to look at magnetizing it. I wonder if I can magnetize and kind of just clip it together depending on which battleship I want. I do have another one coming, another UCM Battleship, so I could just build them separately, but who knows. Maybe I want to run 2 of the same kind of battleship. Alright, so while we're talking about the UCM Battleship, I thought I would break out the rulebook and take a look at the different versions you can build out of this kit. So what you can make out of this. So as we mentioned earlier, we have the Beijing Battleship, and this is kind of the standard battleship, I guess, if you will. It's 252 points. It is the turret battleship, so it's got the big 6400 big turrets on the bottom. It's got 4200 the smaller turrets there. It's got 4 of those, 2 on each wing. And it also has a Cobra heavy laser, so it's a burn-through laser on a 6+. So that's this guy down here. So it's not too bad. It's got all of the battleships have a scan of 8, 12-inch signature, 6-inch thrust, 18 hull, and a 3+ armor. Point defense of 10 is pretty good. It comes in groups of 1. So that's the Beijing, just a pretty stock standard battleship, gun battleship. It really doesn't do anything else except blow the crud out of your enemies. Then the other version you can build is the New York. So this is the New York. I'll try to get the glare out there. And on the New York, we've got it for 260 points, so it's 8 points more than the Beijing. It's got the 4 smaller turrets as well, the 4200s, and it has fighters. So this actually has fighter bays and the scary torpedo. That's this guy pointing out of the front here. So it's got 1 torpedo and can launch up to 5 fighters or bombers. So basically the New York is your battle carrier. And then the last version is the Tokyo, which is kind of a specialized version, I think anyway. 220 points. It gives you the UFB 8000 bombardment turrets. I didn't memorize that, I had to read it. But it gives you 3 of those in place of the big mass driver turrets. And basically you can park this thing over control zone and pretty much own it, or annihilate the enemy if they're sitting on it. So there you go. That's looking at the ship in the rulebook and the 3 different versions that you can build: the Beijing, the New York, and the Tokyo. So there you go, folks. That's a look at the new UCM Battleship for Dropfleet Commander, retailing for $45 US in the store. You can find it a lot cheaper online. Thanks for watching and have a great day.